question for all of us, are all of us having weekly clarity calls? I know that there's a lot of, I don't have time for clarity calls, like that's just not my thing. Thing is, like I just touched base on in the beginning, the whole point of a clarity call, and I really want to center this for you, Sammy, because I know that you're fairly new, so you'll be thinking, what the frick is a clarity call? So basically, clarity calls are where you get on. I nearly always do clarity calls to sign people up, unless they've been watching me for a really long time and they're just like, you know what, I'm ready, stuff it, take my money, I want to invest into this. I think only two of you actually on, could you say all frontline to me? I think all of yous on this call, only two of you actually did that. The rest of yous I got on clarity calls with. What a clarity call is it's an opportunity for you to get on and for you to set the tone of what the business opportunity, offer, or solution that you actually have for the person, how you can best support them inside of that, and really outline what our business is. If you are just starting out, so first 2-3 years, your content nearly never is going to convert to continuous sales at a rate where your business is going to sustainably grow if you're not doing clarity calls. So if you're not doing weekly clarity calls, that's something that we need to be focusing on. The question that I want to actually ask, again, because my goal in this season is not just to coach you on what's working and what's not working, it's to actually encourage and call you forward to become more self-sufficient and identifying why is my business like this, because I can give you all the answers until the cows come home, but that's not actually beneficial for you, because that means if I disappear off the face of the earth tomorrow, then what? I haven't actually activated the part of you that feels self-sufficient to run your business without me constantly coaching you. I want to ask the question, why are you not having weekly clarity calls? And I just want, like, it can be not enough content, not enough follow-ups, not enough conversations. Like, I just want some real specifics. Can you just pop it in the chat? Because I want to be really intentional about today's time. Everybody on this call is absolutely, you should be hosting your own clarity calls as soon as possible. The idea that you need your mentor or your upline on a clarity call is really detrimental. Obviously, in those first couple, absolutely. But if you're continuously, say, 6 months, 1 year down the track, still needing your mentor and upline, what that tells me is that we're not getting into action. I'm either holding your hand way too much that you feel like you need me, and that is not a good place to be. Or we haven't taken enough aligned action where you actually believe I can actually facilitate these calls myself. The first 3 to 6 clarity calls an upline or a mentor should be doing with you so that you have the gist of how they roll. And on a clarity call, we'll actually do a quick role play with a couple of yous today to just get a feel for it. On a clarity call, getting part of it, we're connecting. The first 2 to 5 minutes, you want to be connecting with the person, figuring out what are you actually wanting from the online space? Why are you wanting to step into this? What do you feel like this space can provide for you that you don't currently have? So getting to know them. If we don't do that, detrimental. Automatically, they feel like you're just trying to sell to them. Automatically, they feel completely irrelevant and unimportant. So if you don't do that as your first beginning point, the whole call from there is going to be pear-shaped. So you have to make sure in the first instance, you're connecting with them. Don't connect with them for the first 30 minutes. Clarity calls should never be longer than 20 minutes long. The first 3 to 5 minutes, we're connecting, we're getting their vision, we're really getting inspired about what's possible for them, and we're also getting clear on how we can support them through our business opportunity. The next couple of minutes, you're sharing a little bit about yourself, because again, they feel like this opportunity is relatable for them through your own story, and they also feel connected to you, not just that they've poured everything out to you and now they're like, well, who are you? So make sure that you give them something back in return for their vulnerability and their raw and realness. And then from there, you have to really be listening. So those first couple of minutes where you're connecting with them, you need to really be all ears in, really focus, because this next section, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be tying our business opportunity, our solution, and our offer back to something that they've said. So for an example, Gina might come in and she might say, look, I want to be a more present grandparent. Right now, my current job, I'm working 60 hours, and that just does not allow me time to spend with my grandchildren on the weekend because I'm picking up an extra 8-hour shift. So that there, I'm going to listen to those key points, 60-hour weeks, 8 hours on the weekend, grandkids. When it comes to me speaking into the business opportunity and the solution that I have for her, I'm not going to be focused on, amazing, so we sell the most researched nutrition brand on the market. It's $189. Are you ready to go? She's going to be like, what? No, like, no. Like, how does this align to me? The way that I'm going to come at it is awesome. So I've got a beautiful business model that has supported plenty of people to be able to gain more of their time back. From what I heard, right now you're feeling time restricted. This business opportunity has allowed people to get back more time. So absolutely, over the next couple of months, let's get you inside this business. Let's set out a game plan or a strategy so that we can actually remove that weekend, those weekend hours. And this business is going to really facilitate that to happen. See how I've tied it back to her? It's not about the business. I'm not selling Juice Plus. I'm not focused on me getting a new partner. I'm not focused on anything other than what she said to me. You always need to be tying it back to what they need, and their needs need to be at the forefront. From there, they're already going to feel connected to you. They already trust you. They already feel like you are the person that can support them. You've got the solution. It's so clear to them. Now it's awesome. Do you have any questions for me? They might have a few, like, okay, so what's the catch? What's the price? All that kind of thing. And this is where we're going to go in and we're really clear. Awesome. So to get you fast-tracked into IELTS Collective, and use these words specifically, fast-tracked, okay, what that does is it sets them up to be really clear that we're not moving slowly. You're coming into this business and we're going. We're go. I'm fixated and I'm really committed to supporting you to not have to work those 8-hour shifts on the weekend to be with your grandkids. When I fast track you into IELTS Collective on our most popular bundle, which is an essential quad order. Now you're going to start it off like this. They may not necessarily invest on an essential quad, but we're always going to start there because worst case scenario, if they have to drop below, it's going to be an essential trio order. So we're always aiming high. So whenever we fall short, we're still winning. So start with the essential quad order. Then you're going to give them the reason why we're starting with that, because just telling them that is not enough. So you're going to say the reason that we actually fast track people into IELTS Collective on an essential quad order is because anyone who comes on that order, one, you're going to be ingesting all of our products. So it's going to be so much easier to actually feel the health benefits. Two, when you're ingesting all the products, it's so much more pono for you to be able to share the health results and benefits of ingesting all the product range, which means it's easier to sell all of our capsule range. And beyond that, when you come into this space, you're only going to have to make one more sale to hit your first promotion, which means in that first 10-day period, we're really going to get your first cash bonus back into your bank account. All of it's very strategic. It's all very intentional and on purpose. Nothing is by accident. We don't get on clarity calls and go, wow, do you want to join my team? Like, I've recruited 10 people this month and I just can't wait to have an 11th team member, because that just, you don't care about them. They're like, oh great, I'm just another number in the books for you. And it's pointless and it's meaningless for them. So we have to be really focused on how we can serve them. And this is where the other day my kōrero from going from being good to great really comes into place, because when we're good, we're focused on us. We're focused on our results and our team and our results. We're going to being great, which is what all of us want to be as quickly as possible, because the income elevates at the great level, is that we're focused on how can I serve you. Clarity calls are always a service call. They're never, ever an ego call. Let's do a little bit of a clarity call run through. Okay, who do I pick? I always pick Jay, so I'm going to leave her alone today. I'm going to pick Sammy. I picked Sammy because you're right in the middle. And you're the newest, so Sammy, it's you.
I had a feeling it was going to go that way.
I'm glad you knew. You must have manifested it then if you knew. So what we'll do is we're going to have a little run through, and I will do it me trying to close the sale or get you into the business, and you trying to close the sale or get me into the business. Is that okay?
Yeah, cool.
Hey, Sammy, I am so excited to be on this call with you today. I know that you've reached out and we've been having a little bit of a conversation about what this could be for you, but can you actually just share a little bit more with me around why you're drawn to starting to make money in the online space?
For me, it's family-based. I work between 40 to 50 hours a week. Currently working 2 jobs. I've got my kids, which I only spend a day with a week. It's the health there's the health benefits that come with it too. Not just for me, but for my extended family. My mum, she's not very well. So I was led to Juice Plus by watching your journey, and I can see that you've got the benefits for your family as well as the time with your family. And for me, those are the 2 biggest reasons that I'm here today.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that with me, Simi. So yeah, a little bit about me, just to give a little bit more context. I actually started in the online space about 4 years ago. At that time of my life, it looked completely different. I was actually fresh out of active addiction, so the health aspect of this made a lot of sense to me, just like you've said. I wanted to be a more present and available mother. At that time, I was actually physically peeling my son off of me at daycare every single day. And I remember the mum guilt being so overwhelming for me that I thought this can't be my life. We'd already moved from my hometown. We were far away from support. We were financially struggling. And I thought I can't have made all these sacrifices and decisions and still be feeling the way that I'm feeling. So I launched my very first business that we're going to be speaking more into for you as well back in 2021. And much like you said, it was the long weeks, the days without being a present mom, the time restriction that really drew me into this space. So in the last 4 years, my life's completely changed. I got to come home, be a more present mom. I don't work 40 to 50-hour weeks. I totally related to that conversation that you just shared with me. And instead of having one day with my children, I get to have all 7 days, completely living life on my terms. So this business model definitely supports you to have more time and have more freedom. I've witnessed it. I've personally experienced it. So my question to you, Simi, would be, do you have any more specific questions about what the business model is before we kind of crack into the products and the startup investment?
It's not something that I know a whole lot about. I'm not incredibly savvy when it comes to technology, and I think that that would probably be my biggest concern is learning all of that as well as learning a new business model.
Yeah.
I think the older we get, the more we second guess ourselves, and we have that fear that old dogs, new tricks, that kind of thing. Can we teach this kind of stuff? And I think for me, it's the not knowing, am I going to be good enough at it? That's probably the best. I see the results and I want to get to those results. It's that interim process, the middle bit. And it's just self-doubt really that kind of comes in there
Yeah.
more
No,
than
I
anything.
understand. I absolutely get that. And I love that you've actually spoken to this because I feel like it's so important to know not only that you're investing into an opportunity that can support and facilitate the end goal, but actually that you're going to have support along the way. So, something that I can tell you is that our collective is definitely very hands on. There's around the clock support. You're going to be in many different spaces that will allow that extra support and confidence to be installed in you. And I want to let you know as well, like when I started out in this business, please don't be fooled. I was not the confident, outspoken, articulate entrepreneur that I am today. I started out just like you, unsure, but ready and willing to give it a go because at that time in my life, I had nothing else to lose. And so, from what I heard from you in the beginning, you're at a point in your life where you really crave more time and you're willing to invest into that. So for me, it's really about how can we game plan? How can we install more confidence? How can we make sure you feel empowered in the online space and with the digital tools that are available to you and make sure that those sources are easily accessible? So my ultimate answer for you is going to be yes, there's so much support. You're going to be supported on social media. There's weekly trainings. There's just so many reasons that you can win inside this space. So you do not have to worry about that at all. I just want to stop there for 1 second. So see how like it's not always going to go to plan. Sometimes people, I love what you did there, Sammy, because I'm like, I love being put on the spot. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready for it. But for somebody else who maybe is not ready for it, right? It comes with experience. It comes with actioning the clarity course. So somebody might say that to you and you might go, holy fuck, this is not in the script or the role play that we did on the leadership call. And it might throw you left. But it's okay. You, in the beginning stages, you don't have to know all the answers. You just have to be sure that this business model, from the results and the testimonies that you've seen, can actually facilitate that sort of support and growth for people. So you don't have to be like, oh my God, all the smart things to say. You can simply come back to your personal experience. This is where I want you to come back in and really trust on your intuition. Like, have you felt the results? Have you felt the support? Have you seen the different trainings that show social media trainings and all the different things? And if you've seen and you've felt that, then you can simply and truthfully answer, yes, we've got those resources available and ready for you. Okay, Sammy, so can you tell me, do you have any other questions to ask me about this at all?
No, none.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay, awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into having a conversation around what the products are and what the startup investment is. So just to start off with the products, and this is where I'm going to run through it very brief. Okay, we're not trying to sell her the whole Juice Plus company. We're literally amazing. So these products are the most researched nutrition brand on the market. The company itself has been around for 50 plus years, but we've only been selling Juice Plus for 30 plus years. So what that tells you is that it's a very test, trialed, and approved company that has longevity attached to it. This company also allows 8 different ways that you can earn inside of it. And what I love about that is that you're learning the different residual pathways that you can actually start to tap into. Furthermore, from that, the initial cost to actually get started, it's $57.50. And what I'm going to do here, when I highlight it's $57.50, I'm going to pause because I want her to go, wait, what? And I want us to capture that feeling of her being like, $57.50, because what it's going to do is it's going to plant in her, holy fuck, $57.50. This is a no-brainer. So I'm going to be like, so it's $57.50 per year for your franchise fee. And a short pause, and she's going to, 9 times out of 10, she's going to be like, wait, what? $57.50. And I'm going to be like, I know, so amazing, right? Plus your product fee. What we do in IEL Collective to fast track you into this business is we suggest that you get started with our Essential Quad Order, which is our most popular bundle. It actually allows you to be ingesting all of our capsule range, which means not only are you going to feel the full benefits of it, but you're also going to find it so much easier to really speak into the products themselves because you've got the full capsule range. So in total today, to work with me for the next 12 months and have that close proximity, it's going to be less than $250 to get started in business. When would you like to do that? So
Today, please.
Amazing. You want to go into that very confidently. And again, it's a work in progress because sometimes to ask people, amazing, so it's $250 to get started today. And that's depending on if she wanted to pay on installments per month or if she wanted to pay the full amount, of course. Then that's up to her. And you want to outline that. Make sure you outline, okay, so that cost there are going to be 3 more additional payments because you're choosing our monthly option, and let her know. It's because our bodies naturally rejuvenate every 120 days, right down to our last blood red cell. And so in order for you to feel the full nutrients or the full benefits of this, we sell our bundles in 4-month dosages.